righty.
Happy Friday night, everyone. Of course, it's Saturday morning for Kim, but happy Saturday morning to you, Kim.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Find your dice.
Your die.
Find your die. Okay. So I ordered a dice or a die. And I feel like they're going to be like a little bit bigger and they're blank sides so I can write things. So I want to use dice in my lives. So it says like politics or pop culture on each one, and I can just roll the dice and go, okay, we're on pop culture. Like that.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, I ordered them yesterday, so they should be coming.
Oh, cool.
So thank you, Guy, for asking.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So,
buddy,
how are you doing? Give us an update, a year update.
Okay. I will. We're starting to get ready to think about going home, so it's bittersweet, but it's been great to see Cassie, and I just feel so much better, with her being here and being able to see her and know that we can travel back and forth again, at least for the time being.
Right.
So it's been a real relief, actually. It's been a load off of, I think, both mine and Adam's mind, that she's doing good. So and now we're just kind of, we're happy to be going home and seeing little Lucy, and I can kind of dig in and start helping with my mom again. But it's bittersweet, because we're going to miss Cassie, but she's going to come out in October. So we'll see her then. Yeah. So how about you, Debbie? How's it going?
Oh, good. Same old here in Colorado Springs. But I will be traveling home to my home of over 50 years. In a couple of weeks, I get to go back to San Diego, and I'll be there for an extended time. So that'll be nice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, I haven't been like you. I haven't been able to go back for, 2 years. So, yeah. So
you've been traveling a lot. You've been going a lot of different places, huh?
Yeah, because, we were stuck.
Locked down for 2 years.
Locked down for a couple of years. Need to go see everybody. So, yeah. So pretty blessed to be able to do that. Right. And I'm blessed that I can continue to do my work wherever I am. So that works.
Yeah, that is such a plus.
Yes, exactly. So looking forward to that. And we're also preparing for a retreat that we're having in New Mexico in September, I want to say 17th. So if anybody's interested, reach out to me. They're having a 5-day retreat in New Mexico.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. It sounds like it's going to be great.
During the solstice, it's going to be really, really, I think it's going to be very powerful if anybody wants to step into some of that.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be really, really good, Debbie.
So. Yeah. Super excited. Anyway, so that's what's happening in my neck of the woods.
Nice. Yay.
Okay, Mary. So I'm going to post some more in my community page as well. So of course, I should have it right here. Anyways, it'll come to me in a minute as we move on. Right in the middle of something, I'll go, oh, here's the website. I got to pull it out of here. But I'll remember, Mary. But if I don't, check out my community page, and it's listed there. Yes, Marvita. Of course, Kim and I are planning a retreat as well for next year. And I know that there's a few of us on here that want to do other retreats as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So things start opening up, you guys.
I was going to say, it's so nice to be able to connect with people again in person, not just online. Although that's been a blessing, but it's getting old.
Yeah. Yep.
I want to see people alive.
Bittersweet. Yeah. Bittersweet. Yeah. So tonight we're here to have some fun and reading the stars, past and present Hollywood legends and world leaders. So I'm super excited to see who everybody brought tonight to for us to learn more about and kind of check in on. The psychic dummies here. Hello. Yeah, Heather. I just love retreats. I love retreats. I love the experience, the full on, all the energy coming together in experience.
It is. It's like a tune up for the soul, you know.
The one I'm having with Kim, presently it's going to be in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
In beautiful Utah.
Mm-hmm. We believe it probably we are thinking southern Utah, which is where all the red rock is and stuff. So it should be.
Oh yeah, very pretty, very magical. Miter's a retreat fan. I am full on retreat fan. I just love the whole energy, the whole experience.
Yeah.
Coming off the mountain experience. Right? So,
yeah.
When are you thinking about doing the retreat? Sounds wonderful. So I believe we're looking at next September. Was it September? A year from September? When? I don't remember.
I thought it was April, but maybe
April.
I guess we'll have to talk about it.
No. You're right. It was April. So we're looking at April.
Yeah. Well, we kind of thought maybe March, and then we thought maybe the weather, because it does snow in Utah, so we thought maybe April would be better. So
April would be a little bit
spring, basically,
hit and miss in April,
yeah.
But yeah. So that's right. I don't know what I was thinking.
But we may do one in September too. We don't know.
Oh, Marvita, what I mean by coming off the mountain experience is it's more of a spiritual experience where, it's kind of like we're in this collective energy and we're building and we're learning and we're healing and we're expanding. And then we leave that experience, and that's called kind of coming down off the mountain experience. That's what I meant by that. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's always Luna's decided to be here with us tonight.
Yeah, I have missed having a pet. I mean,
you must miss Lucy.
Yeah, it's just, life is just better with a pet. It really is.
It is. They're special.
Yeah, they really are.
They certainly take on a lot for us as well.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell when I'm not around her for a long period of time, because she really does bring in that support, that energy support.
Right.
They really do their job, you guys. They're not here just hanging out and eating the food.
Yeah.
They have a job. They're all saying hi to you, Luna.
Miss Lucy.
Marvita's like, I was already huffing and puffing up that hill. Yeah. Especially at that altitude, right? Of course, Southern is not as high, right?
What's that?
Southern Utah's, the altitude's not as high.
It'll be lower, so it won't be as high. Yeah. Altitude is tough.
Yes, it is. We'd all be sleeping the first day. Just so
hey.
So Sharon says, Sharon got a new cat, Merlin.
Oh,
and oh my gosh, Lisa lost her cat today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh. All right. Well, we need to send light and love.
Pray for your kitty's return.
Yeah.
They come back. Kitties are very good at coming back. So
Lisa, did you lose your kitty or did it pass?
Oh. Oh, I hope not.
Because I thought that too. I'm like, well, let's pray at home. And then I thought, well, maybe it passed.
Oh no.
We'll see. Okay, so Kanab, Utah. That is the gateway to Arches.
Yeah, Arches. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're ready, Lucienne, to get started. So you can go ahead and. Oh, he passed away. Okay, Lisa. We're sending you light and love.
Yeah, baby.
Giving you a big hug. That is.
Yeah, it's so hard to lose a pet.
Oh,
It's
gosh,
really
no.
so difficult. Yeah. Yeah, they're your family. So
yeah, forever.
Oh, 6 years old.
Oh, only 6 years old. Okay. William Stead, Undercover the News. Okay. Oh, Undercover News. Okay. Uncover the News. That's who asked. So this is Kristen is asking this question. I was going to drink out of the pitcher, you guys. I'm pouring the water. William Stead. Yeah, let's just pull our energy right now, put it in a ball, and send it to all our fur babies right now. Thanks and gratefulness.
Yeah.
A gratefulness bubble energy out. Okay, William Stead. I have to look this up.
Me too.
Who are we looking at right now?
We don't know who this is.
They're like, you guys know who that is. Oh, no, not all of us. So he is a British editor. So would he have he was a journalist. That makes sense. Undercover the News. Kristen would be asking this. She's a journalist or something. He was born July 1849 and passed April 15th, 1912. He was a British newspaper editor who, as a pioneer of investigative journalism. Awesome. Very good. He was best known for the maiden tribute of modern Babylon. These were written in support of a bill later dubbed as the Stead Act. And it raised the age of consent from 13 to 16. So he not only was a journalism, but he was active. Are
you seeing that he died on the Titanic?
Oh.
Is that the same guy that we're looking at?
Yeah, I guess so. Did he die on the Titanic?
It said 1912. He died on the RMS Titanic.
Oh, it does look like that. Stead died in the sinking of the Titanic.
William Thomas Stead, yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
He was an advocate for child welfare. So.
Oh, wow.
All right. Died on the Titanic. Yep. The further I go, it's like.
Interesting, yeah.
So here we go. Here's a picture of him. People are asking for a picture. Mm-hmm. Let's get that in there. Sorry for the lighting. Not great, but you get an idea. Looks like he had very light eyes in this picture.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
See through almost. Okay, so let's check in with William. William. From what so he's coming in. He came in right away. He had like he was prepared for this. He has a list of things he wants to say. He's prepared. But he said, he's in his journalistic pursuits and early days and whatnot. He didn't start out as because I was asking about this child thing, of course, because I love little humans, and I know you do too. You teach them, or you did. We all love little humans.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. I have.
Yeah.
Anyway, and he said it was because of his investigative portion of what he did that these abhorrent practices were in his face. He never really put it together. There must be thunder. She just ran away. Luna did. It was through people's stories and investigating and it coming to light in his face that he started. It became a passion for
him. So I'm seeing kids that are covered in I think I'm seeing like chimney sweep kids.
Yes.
That's what I think I'm seeing. So he must have had something. There's something about this. I'm trying to put it together, but I'm seeing those kids. And he's saying my project. So I feel like this was something something he took on as a cause or something. But I'm seeing like old photographs of kids that look like chimney sweep kids. So it is something with an education. There's something with education as well. So maybe they weren't being educated, or they had to work and they weren't being educated, or something. But I guess this was a project or something that he put his whole heart into, because it broke his heart. He's saying it broke his heart. So there's something about these kids.
So apparently what he did was he changed that age to 16, that you had to be 16 to work, possibly.
Oh, okay. Child labor. That's what somebody says. Mm-hmm. So there's.
Yeah, he had a platform and he had to use it.
Yeah. And he's saying work reform. It's weird. I feel like it's still something he works on somehow. Because I feel like it's around the world, and it's still happening, and it's still a thing. But I feel like this must have been something he was so passionate about, because I still feel like I'm still working on this. not chimney sweep, because
Right.
that was a long time ago.
He was just using
But
it.
I feel like just child labor in general, that's a big thing that he's saying it broke his heart. And so
yeah, you have these, he's showing me the appalling, he's giving me glimpses of some things that were appalling, like, and these just horrible. And he had a platform. Something he saw was extremely traumatic, and in that he's like, this has to change. He's also showing me glimpses of the Titanic, actually, and people rushing, and he's putting people before him to go before him. And then in that, he ended up not making it. But you have these women and these children or whatever coming, and it's like for him, it was automatically to push them ahead. And I don't know if this was to get to some boats or something, or to get to safety somehow, of course. But he's showing me, he kept putting people in front of him, and that's why he didn't make it.
He didn't want to go. He didn't want to cover it. He didn't want to go. He thought it was frivolous. It was showing off. He didn't like the whole thing of like the grandness of it. He thought it was over the top. It was too much. It was also, for the time, it feels like it was almost like billionaires shooting themselves into space. It was kind of like, it was almost like it was inappropriate in a way for what was happening in the world at the time. With the inequality, that it was a little bit, it was too much. He didn't want to go. He didn't want to go and cover it. And then, of course, this tragedy.
I feel also, he's telling me he had some premonitions about the boat going down.
Oh, interesting.
As well. So it not only was it, there's a double-edged sword here going on with him. He didn't like the whole idea, but he also, I feel like he had some premonitions or something. He had a feeling, like he's showing me him literally waking up sweating. You know how you have a nightmare and you wake up or whatever. So I feel like he's trying to tell me that he had some inner inkling that also was kind of an issue.
It was the area where the like the poor, they had like the area where the poorer people were. That's what you were seeing, Debbie, as he was trying to help people out of that area. So I feel like he may have been staying in that area or covering what was happening. The disparity, the wealth disparity, even on the ship.
On the ship.
But he's really pleased that people know about that. He really thought it might be covered up, how the disparity of wealth, even on the ship, how it was. And what awful, even in such a beautiful ship, that even the area where the like poor people and like workers and things, it was abhorrent conditions. It was still awful conditions. And it was so like, how could this be happening? How could it was almost just didn't make sense that they'd all be on a ship together, and there was still this disparity in like how people were treated, how people had to exist, coexist, and yet have such drastically different experiences. it really, really bothered him and upset him. And you're right. He was trying to get the people out from below,
Yeah,
like
because it's
down
like
below.
he's going. That's the action is like from like I totally resonate with that because that's what he was literally from below to above, like that. So yeah.
Ooh, and I just got the chills. I just
Yeah.
I feel like he was so upset about this. And then when it started to sink, it was just like, yeah, it just feels so he was so frustrated, and it frustrated anyway. But then when it started to sink, it was just a nightmare. It was really like a nightmare.
Okay, so he was a first-class passenger, Martha says. Andrea says the poor were locked in downstairs, rich on top, listening to a quartet being loaded into lifeboats. Oh my gosh. So he, apparently he went down to help these people unlock and get them out. That's what he wanted to do. Okay, Undercover the News says he wrote 2 stories that mirrored Titanic. One was about a boat that hit an iceberg, and the other, is about a boat with not enough lifeboats. So he did have that.
Oh, so he did have oh wow. Man, did he ever. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so he, unhappy about that, but what else does he wants to say? He's bringing in a message here, Kim, and I'm trying to put it together about our own platforms. We all have a platform. We all are very, he wasn't the wealthiest man, right, or whatever, but we are extremely wealthy compared to most of the world, right? We need to continue to speak for those who don't have voices, he says. It's like less is more. He's like a less is more type. You know what I mean? Like you have everything you need. Why do you, so he did not relate to the need of wanting more and bigger and better, like that. He didn't relate to that. He felt like there should be a little bit more. I don't know, you call that socialism or whatever, but it should be equaled out more. Mm-hmm. He says we still need to work on that. But he is working on it, apparently, on the other side still.
Yeah, you really get that feeling that he's just still involved. Mm-hmm. Until it's no longer a thing, he'll just be involved in it. It's just and even though it's weird, I can't decide if I don't. You're right. I don't think he was a Richie Rich, but I feel like he flowed between crowds because of what
he could easily, yeah.
But I do feel like he treated everybody with respect and with kindness. He didn't really see money as being a thing that made you better or made you, even though the time there really was that going on, but he really did flow in between classes, even though I think he could have been accepted very easily in the wealthier class because of what he did. Mm-hmm. But he didn't. He kind of flowed between. Like you said, I don't think he doesn't seem like he was ever materialistic or.
Right. He might have been wealthy. He was not materialistic as well.
Yeah. And it seems like a very good-hearted, person. He feels very sensitive to what was happening. It wasn't, so But yeah, a good guy, a good bloke, as they say in England.
He's a good bloke. A good bloke. Made the change. He made changes, and he's still making changes through his, through his legacy and on the other side.
Yeah. Interesting. That was a good one. Whoever picked
that was a good one.
that was really,
Thank you,
really
Kristen.
good. Thank you.
And thank you, William, for coming
Yeah,
right on
thank
in.
you, William.
Yes, he's like I nowadays you just can get the news so easily, right? And beware of this, beware of the news,
Mm-hmm.
beware of what you read.
Oh, AOC.
The AOC. All right. Okay.
The first thing that comes up with her, and it's interesting how sometimes these, again, when we do our ladies' night, there's always a through line with these.
Yes.
And it seems like these first two, and I don't know how the rest will go, are really champions of the working class, champions of the people that work the hardest and get the least. And I think AOC, right away, it was like her family's own struggles, how hard they worked for not that much. That it was from a very early age, it seemed unfair. And do you know what? I don't know a lot about her, but do you know if her parents were, if she just had one parent? Does anybody know that? Because I'm feeling like either one parent wasn't there or was absent a lot. And I don't know if it's because of work or because they just weren't there, but it feels like that affected her as well, whatever that is. She also feels a little disillusioned right now. I feel like she has been disappointed by what she thought government was and what it really is. I feel like there's some kind of a little bit of naivety when she went into being a little naive, and now it's like she's getting an education in how things really, really work. And it's disappointing. That's what I feel. I feel like a little disillusion and some anger too about this stuff.
Okay, so what you're picking up on is her dad, right after graduating from high school, her father passed away with lung cancer.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Because I feel like that was also a turning point when having just one parent, for whatever reason, I wasn't sure what it was, but that also was a big
it was a long probate thing that her family had to live through for after the dad died, and that was she learned firsthand how attorneys appointed by the court to enrich themselves in expense of the family struggling to make. So she's fresh out of high school, like literally graduated from high school. So she was right at that age, and she lived through this, and she's like, "Yep, this is what I'm going to change."
Yeah, it lit a fire under her, they're saying, but it was supposed to. Her life is very much, she's very aligned with her spirit destination. Let's put it that way. She really is, and a lot of these hardships, kind of early, or difficulties early, were meant to kind of push her into this arena. She's going to be remembered. She's going to do some. I feel she's going to do some amazing things. From the way I'm feeling, it feels like she's going to be one of those people and one of those names in history we keep going back to. So, yeah.
Yep.
She's very in alignment with her spirit, destiny. Basically, it feels like a destined, the line she's on is her destiny.
She's definitely on the right path. It's funny that you said because when I first, stepped in to see what was going to come through, I saw her kind of curled up, like, she has those times where it's just like, but I feel like she has a good support system around her, like personal support system. However, that being said, I feel like you're right. I feel you're right. There's some disappointment and a betrayal. I think the thing that gets her is the betrayal.
Yeah.
The betrayal that's happening, like that debt is confounding to her. And, but she, Cat Lady, absolutely. She is very special. She has an extreme depth to her of compassion. You have that King of Cups coming in there. She is all about diplomacy. She is all about balance and inspiring others, giving them wind beneath their wings. This is her message. This is her story. This is what she's here to do. And she's in the right place to do it. She can do it, right? She's in that place to be able to do that. And she is going to she's bringing a renewal. She's bringing in the renewal that needs to happen in our government. She's part of that. She's on the right side of history for sure.
Yeah.
And on her right path. And don't worry, she's going to be able to balance and do this. She's able to do it. She's unstoppable. Yeah. I just turned over the deck, so I'm seeing. She really has the skill to balance this out, and she is absolutely the Knight of Swords, unstoppable.
That's great.
In fact, the more you push at her, the more she's going to, it's like it strengthens her. She does have these moments, so we need to be sending her prayer and love and light as a collective, just kind of send in that energy boost for her. And protection. I heard the word protection. So.
Yeah, I do feel like since you're right, I do feel like she's being protected. And I feel like after January 6th, though, she's had, I don't know if it's like PTSD, but I feel like she's had a fear of being assassinated. She's afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think
it's the first time she ever had to like really face it, because it was right in her face and she was a target and she knew she was a target. And that was like, whoa, okay, so this is what I've signed up for. And she's had to work it through, guys. And that's where we can really support her and send her love and light and kind letters. We can send her some letters, maybe write to her and just send her love and light and prayers, and so she gets that part of it, because she does get a lot of the other now. I feel like she's wrapping her mind around it. She's unstoppable again. That's coming in pretty strong. However, it doesn't mean that she doesn't face all the regular fears that we would in that position. And when that's in your face so strongly, and since the 6th, she had to face that, and that became real. And, we always say, oh yeah, you can, we can all go for a walk and get hit by a bus, but until you're facing that bus down, you don't really know that real feeling, right?
And it's interesting because it feels like it shocked her that it was so close to her, that even the people she works with are associated with this people. It was very, it feels like, I can't believe it was that close to me, and it is that close to me. So it's, to me, it feels like it is unsettling if she thinks about it too much. So she kind of tries to just get on with with her work, and not think about it. But it does creep in that that I could be in danger. That the people around me that I thought were just, a bunch of talk, are associated with these kind of people who could actually hurt me.
That's that betrayal piece. That's her biggest. That's the biggest piece right now, is that betrayal. It's almost like your family turning on you, like that. It's such a big betrayal to her. Yeah.
And you're right, Mark. PTSD. That's exactly what I'm picking up. It just feels like she tries not to go back there, but there is.
That's it.
Every so often, it creeps in. Yeah.
That's what I was seeing here when I first, that curling up.
Yeah.
It comes back. It's a PTSD is no joke.
Yeah.
So, but you described it well, Kim. Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary.
But I'm sensing that
there's nothing that's going to give up, though. I don't feel she's not a quitter, and she's not someone who will give up. So if they're expecting to intimidate her, that's a whole nother thing. She won't be intimidated.
No. No, she's taken up her staff. She's going for it. She's not turning back. Oh, cool. Sister of 6. AOC is her representative. So proud of her. Yay.
Oh, nice. She wants to stamp out the corruption that's in Washington. She wants to be one of the, like the soldiers to get rid of that.
Yeah.
It's like her mantle almost, is to get rid of all the corruption in Washington. It's very infuriating to her. I can feel that is something that spurs her on daily. Yeah. Yeah, she's a strong lady with a purpose. I mean, with a mission. Honestly, she feels like she's got, she's got a mission.
That'd be awesome, Sherry. Sherry says, "I see a future speaker of the House." Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good.
Absolutely.
Good one. That was a good one. I like the connection there too.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Greta Thunberg. Oh, here's a good connection too. Greta.
Oh, yeah.
There's another one, Born with Purpose, I tell you. And, she does have this, like I'm seeing this, and she has that single, and this isn't a bad thing, and I don't mean this is bad, but she has this focus, and but I feel it's important because the change that needs to be made needs to have someone who's hyper focused on this message and making it strong, right? So she's not like all over the place. It is focused message, needs to, it's like, I came here with the intent to save the earth, you know what I mean? And
Right.
and and so this is the focus, and it's just taking it back to, this is her life. This was purposed. She came in purpose. It's like, well, I don't have the words for it, but I can show you what they're showing me.
Right.
You guys interpret it. She's not playing. She's like, I'm not playing. This is a life or death situation. The deeper you think it was hot this summer.
Yeah.
There's
She
some heat.
she has a strong, because when I look at her guides, they're Native American. So she has she has got a Native American something. There's something with that.
Well, it would make sense because they understand Gaia. They understand Earth. They understand
Right.
the inner connection and so forth with all our energy.
Okay.
Gaia's energy. It would make sense. They live like that. They knew. They respected and honored Gaia. They understood the ins and out of it, and that would make sense that they're guiding her.
And they're saying she's our teacher. We need to listen to her. She's trying to get us back to, and maybe this is what you're talking about with that. There's this kind of, it's almost, and I know it has to do with the earth, and it's very earth based what she's trying to do, but there's a divine purpose here in trying to get us to be in harmony again with, it's almost like our spirit and the spirit of earth, the spirit of animals, the spirit of trees, it's almost like she's trying to, there's something, again, it goes back to Native American. I don't know a whole lot about like what Native, I know they were very in harmony with, the earth and with animals, and, but there's something about how that they're saying she's our teacher. She's trying to teach us to go back to this and to do this in a way that kind of lifts us up in all ways. It lifts us up as human beings and as stewards of the earth, and also as spiritual beings. She's trying to show us how to do this through our planet, basically. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly. I feel like I'm getting information. I'm just like just saying it. It's almost like channeling in a way. But that's what they're saying. Yeah, I've got chills. So they're like, that's always my like, yeah, that's right. But yeah, that got the chills from that. So that's what she's trying to do, and we need to listen. There'll be more like her, though. There'll be more and more like her coming.
Well, we need them, and but she has faith that and hope and renewal of the earth. She absolutely believes in this and is trying to bring that hope to us, and realizing that we need to awaken.
Yeah.
She's ushering in this renewal. She's awakening us.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
She's trying to wake us up.
And she will persevere. I can say it. It's not quite there though. The Seven of Pentacles is, you see that person looking at what we've done so far and not quite satisfied. We have more to do, she says. The challenge is the Hermit, and it's people who are closed off to this message and knowledge and truth. But she will continue to move forward because this is what she's all about. This is her passion. And she is going to bring authority and power behind it as she continues to move forward. Because she sees the destruction. She knows the destruction. I feel she's had dreams. I feel she sees. I feel she, like you said, her guides. I feel this is a very deeply spiritual felt thing that she goes through, and has that enlightened understanding. If we don't do anything, the demise of the planet is going to accelerate faster and faster. She knows this. So it's important that we do something, because the message she hears is scary, and what we need to understand. What we know as our planet is not going to be any longer. Right. Again, we may be able to survive 120 degrees, but what happens when it hits 135 degrees, 140 degrees? That's something that we can't survive. So, and that's not too long off. And this is what she's trying to save us from. Right. So let's listen. Let's pass on the word. Let's do what we can. What can we do? We can do what you know to do.
Well, and I feel like, and I don't know how this will be taken, but I do feel like she is so, she knows exactly why she's here. She knows exactly what her purpose is, but I feel like because of that, her tactics may get more extreme. And I just mean, I'm thinking of like Gandhi, people like that, who are kind of will go to extremes to make us pay attention, to not get our focus shifted, because our focus goes all over the place, especially in the United States. We're kind of all, we wherever a shiny object is, that's where we go. And I feel like her tactics may get more mature in the way that they kind of force us to focus on what she's doing, the cause that she's forcing us to look at. It's like she won't let us look away. So I feel like her tactics may get more.
I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah. I know, I got chills too, Debbie. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. But I'm thinking of people like Gandhi, even like the Navalny in Russia. People like that who are so singularly focused, and they're unafraid to.
Yeah, that's
that. Yeah. When you have those two components where I am not scared and I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, it can make you do, very things that are that seem, like unbelievable, that this person would put themselves through this, or this person would do this to get, but that is why they're here. They know it. They know it, and they're not going to be distracted.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. She's courageous enough. She also, in clear mind and thought, would do whatever it takes to bring the truth and focus and change our ways. She understands deeply in the souls of her soul the danger we're in as a planet.
And I almost feel like, Debbie, that she might, as she gets older, she might recruit almost like a little, not like, I don't say like an army, but it is almost like Greenpeace or something like that, where they kind of do kind of extreme things to get people to focus on what we need to focus on. That's kind of what I'm sensing, is that maybe she's going to find like-minded people like her, and they'll kind of be a force. And they'll probably like lobby Congress and do your, lobby different governments and things like that. But it feels like her cause is going to grow, and she's going to find people just like her that are, he said, singularly focused and completely willing to give their lives to this cause. I mean, I hate to put it that way, but it is like that. They're so, she is so determined and has such empathy for the planet and for animals. And it's hard to explain the feeling that I have, how she feels. But it's like nothing will distract her.
Yeah. And Bond says she joined that group. Yay.
What's that?
Bond said she joined that group.
It feels like it is gonna be like a growing organization or something, but I feel like they're going to do not crazy things, but they'll just do things that are going to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, her group did this and her group did that, and they're forcing governments to do what they need to do.
Yeah
Well,
let's send her some light and love too, guys, as a group. Run over. Whew. LOL, Ian. Yeah, she's raising her sword, Heather.
Yeah. That's a good image, because that is kind of the feeling. It's very powerful. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. Love and light, Greta, loving little one. Yeah.
Or like Mother Teresa, has like had her little group that went around and just did that. That's kind of the feeling. It's just like she's going to have her own very powerful group.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hello, Stephanie. Thank you. Yeah, I think this is I think the next generation is going to be a force to be reckoned with. They're coming into a broken everything, right? Lots of broken governments.
It's so weird, because I was just thinking about that today. This exact subject. I was just thinking today of how we fucked it up. Our generation. I take the blame. But we didn't know better. We didn't know, But when we did find out, when we did know, what did we do from then on? But I tell you, She's a modern day Joan of Arc. Go, go. Did I miss it? Lucienne, did I miss the next one? Sometimes that happens. Sorry for swearing, everyone. There's just no other word for it.
How dare you?
Okay, Grace Slick. I have a feeling Grace Slick, is that, I have a feeling
this is Jefferson Airplane or she's a singer. She sang.
Oh, of course you would know. You're a singer.
She was in Jefferson Starship, Jefferson Airplane.
Oh, okay. Is she?
She sang Somebody to Love. Don't you want somebody to love?
Oh, I love her.
Yeah.
Is she still with us?
I was just going to look that up. I can't remember. I'm so bad at knowing.
Oh my gosh, I love her. She sings so many great songs, Lucienne says. White Rabbit? Is that a song?
Mm-hmm. You'd know that song if you heard it.
White Rabbit. I just love her voice.
My sister's birthday.
Oh.
It's October 30th. Mine's the 29th, and my sister's is the 30th. But
wow. Birthday parties must have been interesting.
They're always Halloween birthdays. We always have them together, even though we're 7 years old. Okay.
Yeah. Greta has Esther. White Rabbit. I can't play the song on here because they'll demonetize me.
I think she's still alive.
So Martha thinks she lives in Highland Park, Lucienne says. Yeah, everybody feels like she's still here with us.
Okay.
That's what I feel like that too.
Yes, she's still alive. She lives in Malibu, California.
Oh, Malibu now.
Mm-hmm. She'll be turning 70 in October. So there you go.
Okay. Grace Slick. Oh, can you put up a picture? Do you have a picture over there?
Yeah, let me put her. Okay.
Oh, she paints now. Oh my gosh, that is so weird.
This is her now. Let me show you. This is her now. Whoops. Oh, you said it like that. Can you see it?
Yep, I do. Okay. There she is, guys. 81. Yeah, that's so weird. They said she paints now. I saw her painting, but I didn't know if that was she was just
when she was a young lady.
Oh yeah, there she is. Yep.
She has pretty
eyes. She is beautiful. So I didn't know if I was seeing her just because she's artistic and I get things but I saw her painting. Ooh.
I just heard diagnosis, so I don't know if she was diagnosed with something or if she's a Scorpio. I don't know if she's diagnosed with something. It doesn't feel like life-threatening. It feels like something, but it feels like something that. Like constant, like lupus or
because I was seeing her her hand kind of shaking.
Oh, maybe Parkinson's.
When you said that, I saw her hand kind of shaking.
Okay,
not like your whole body, but you know how sometimes you get that hand shake. Yeah.
So maybe Parkinson's or
something.
I don't know, but her diagnosis and it feels like something. Oh, okay. A neurovascular disease that makes her
extremely want her feet burn.
Okay.
Oh, maybe that's why she's going like this.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
Because
But
I see this.
It does feel like it's uncomfortable, and it feels like it's, I want to say it's not degenerative, but it's just a consistent thing that she has to worry about now.
Feet burn.
Neurovascular. So yeah. So but it feels like it.
Okay.
It changed her lifestyle. Is basically what I want to say. Is it? Anyway. She doesn't like getting old. I can just tell. I can tell you she doesn't like it. I feel like she wants so much to be okay with it, like because she feels like a really cool, like kind of hippie, just really neat lady. But I feel like she doesn't like it. She doesn't.
It's been challenging.
It's like I want to be like out doing stuff again, and like I think she really enjoyed the early part of her life, and I think she really misses that. A love died too. I don't know. There's somebody early in her life that she was in love with that passed away. I feel like she like still misses them. I don't know who it is, but I feel like it's connected to music. So I don't know.
Lucian says, if you have to get old, best to do it in Malibu.
Oh my gosh, I know. Malibu is such a pretty area.
It's true.
Well, of course, it's on fire most of the time now. It's one of those places that's had a couple of bad ones. So.
True. What I keep being shown, she's saying that she learned very early that to fight, not physically fight, but she had to fight to get to where she was going, to get what she had a passion. This is the only thing she saw herself doing, and she fought for it. It did not come easy, she said. And she keeps, every time I step into her energy, she keeps taking me there. And so I'm like, why do you keep taking me to this place? And she's like, don't give up on what you're passionate about. If you're passionate about something, fight for it. If you can't do it this way, do it this way. Find another way around to get in there and do it. If this is what you want to do it. You got to fight for it. She learned very early. And it wasn't easy. She's showing me times when it was hard for her. She, like literally sleeping in a bathroom, you know what I mean? With with an old jacket over her to stay, whatever. It just wasn't always easy. And I don't know if she's showing me metaphor here or if that's the real thing, but she's showing me it was hard. And she worked for what she got. And then when it kind of opened up for her, she never forgot like what it was. So it wasn't like she went from sleeping in the bathroom to everything that you could ever want or need, and forgot about that. She never forgot that. That's still a huge part of her, and it brings her an empathy and an understanding of all people. You know what I mean? She never forgot her roots, how she made it there. And she encouraged, if she was going to give anybody a message, it would be fight for what you want. If this is your passion, make it happen. Don't be afraid of having to sleep, on the park bench, to get what you want, basically.
Right.
That's metaphor. You know what I'm talking, guys, but
the sacrifices that you have to make to and especially during that time for a woman in rock music, it cannot have been easy. And she is one of those people you think of as like, kind of paved the way for other women to be in rock music.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, she's all about not doing it alone either. Don't do life alone. And she has some insecurities. She had insecurities. It's not like she didn't. She had insecurities that she had to battle through. And whatever's happening, and I feel, aging up is hard, and letting go of that youth. Because she still feels young on the inside, right?
Right.
It won't stop her. She's still.
Well, it's interesting because I just feel like it's that I just feel like she's and maybe something she's going through right now, where I feel like she's going over a lot of her younger life right now. So I don't know if it's or I don't know if it's right now. It feels like that's what's happening, and so I don't know if she likes if it's just something recently that she's just really missing the past or missing, because I feel like there's people that have died, and I don't know if it's they've died recently, but I feel like it's a long time ago, but it feels like a man that she loved or was in love with, and I don't know if they were even together really, but I feel like a love has died. That's what I keep hearing. So but I feel like it was a long time ago, but I feel like right now it's like she keeps going back and just kind of reminiscing and thinking, I miss that. I miss this. I miss that time. I miss being young. I miss the music. I miss it. Yeah. It's like either she's going through that right now, or as she gets older, she's doing that.
Yeah.
So when you just said, she doesn't like getting old, and she doesn't, I feel like she accepts it, but she doesn't like it. It's like it is happening, and she knows that, but it's not. If she could do it all over again, she would. She doesn't really like where her. I think it's the slow pace of it too. I think she liked being like kind of on the road and kind of busy, and the kind of more excitement and that kind of thing. Her life has slowed down so much that it almost doesn't fit her spirit in a way, because she still has this very vibrant, adventurous kind of spirit. And I feel like, but her life is kind of slowed down. Yep. So maybe that's
You're spot on. You're spot on. Okay. Page of Swords, she's restless. There's this restlessness. And so that's a challenge for her. But she will continue to live her authentic self, and and be her unstoppable self, is what's coming in with that. She will persevere. I feel too that she has a spiritual. I feel a spiritual side to her as well, and that part is really expanding for her. So,
and she seems like, to me, she seems like a very bright, extremely bright lady who could have probably done a lot of different things. She seems like she's, sometimes you get artists or like we were looking at, Greta, they're very like this, but she seems like she could have done a lot of things. Like she was just artistic, period.
Yeah, period.
A lot of things she could have done, because she was very bright and also multifaceted. She wasn't just locked. She did not have just one talent. I feel like she could have done lots of things. She kind of chose the things she wanted to do, but she could have done a lot of things if she wanted to. She's
again, she had that spirit, and she had she had that clear understanding. If you want something, you fight for it.
Oh, she's an artist now. She paints portraits of famous people.
Oh, cool.
Interesting.
I did see her painting, but I thought that was metaphor.
No, it was.
All right. The one time when it's not, it wasn't a metaphor. I don't think she regrets anything.
Oh no, I don't think so either. I think that I think she would do everything again.
I feel like
No.
I also am sensing that she gives tribute to her father.
Oh, interesting.
Like he helped her learn it, like one way or another. That spirit of, if you want it, fight for it, get it. What's stopping you? Type of feel to it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a cool lady though.
Cool. Nice to meet her.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I'm gonna have to listen to some of her songs tonight.
I know. That's what I was just thinking. I want to dig out some old.
So maybe she's not 81. How old is she? Did we ever find out how old she was?
70.
70. Okay.
She's gonna be 70 in October. So.
Yeah. Oh, so she's still a kid.
Just a kid.
Just a kid.
Okay.
West Study. Do we know who that is?
I'm looking to see who West Study is.
Leave it to Connie to bring someone in that we don't know. All right. So he is an American actor. I recognize him. West Study is a Cherokee American actor and film producer, and he won a critical acclaim and awards, particularly for his portrayal of Native Americans in film.
And this is just show.
And he is 73 years old.
All these baby boomers we're looking at. Let's see.
Okay, so I want to get a picture. I do recognize him. And,
okay.
Oops, sorry. There is a picture of him there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, he was in the Twilight Saga too. Okay, that might be.
Oh, okay. All right.
Studi, not study. Studi. Okay. Did I say that right, Connie? Sorry about that. West Studi. Yeah, very handsome. Very handsome. I'm looking at all these pictures. And I do recognize him. I feel like he has really been, he really did represent.
I feel like there's something like he fell into acting. It wasn't, I feel like there was a career path going this way and he went this way, that like it took him by surprise somehow.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Connie says it's Studi. Studi. Connie, I can hear her yelling through the phone. Studi. Come on, Debbie, get it, Studi. He was a veteran. Okay.
Oh, he's a veteran. Okay. Because it seems like his life was like going in one trajectory and then it was like, boom, he's over here acting. But the acting feels like it was almost like an accident or just not planned. It kind of just happened. So I don't know.
He's very fit. Oh, he was in Dances with the Wolves too.
Oh,
I feel
yes.
like he is in. I think he's been in all those. Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. Study. Okay.
I feel like he's been, how do I say this? I feel like now, and for probably a long time, he's been very proud of his heritage, but I feel like there were points in his life where he was like, I wouldn't say ashamed, but just kind of like my life would be easier if I was white, if I was a white guy. I mean, that's how it feels. I feel like now it's full circle. But I think when he was a younger man, it was very apparent to him that his life was harder because he was not a white guy. And he didn't like the stereotypes and things. I feel like that's part of what he's doing in his career, is trying to like understand his own heritage, and also to help other people understand it too.
Yes.
But I feel like in his earlier life, he was very conflicted about, and
How to bridge that.
I understand that it would just be like my life, that guy's life so much easier just because, he doesn't have brown skin, and we're seeing that all over again in the United States now. So back then, he's Cherokee, yeah. But I feel like it's full circle. I feel like now, as he's so incredibly proud, and he's also trying to help. I feel like he might mentor younger guys or something, or younger men. And it's something he's so like focused in now. But as a younger guy, I feel like he was kind of like, what, my life is harder, right? It's not fair, basically.
Yeah. Trying to bridge these two worlds, and he wants to honor one, but doesn't want to be. You're caught in between this rock and a hard ship, and trying to make this happen. I feel he did a really good job, though. He figured it out. However, that being said, when I stepped into his energy, I was feeling a deep, deep grief. So I don't know if he just lost someone or some, but like a sadness of great loss.
Right.
So I don't know if that's something he carries on his shoulders or has a deep understanding about, but I felt grief around him big time. He's trying to bridge that. He's trying to share that, his heritage, and in what he does. That is truly what he's doing. Exactly what you said. And he feels he hasn't done a good job at that. I'm just throwing the card you just said. I just want you to know, you guys, the cards are falling just like what she just said. That came through. The cards are falling exactly that. He, has this heritage, and wanting to bridge that through what he did, through however he could. And he does feel like he feels like it lacked, like there's more he could have done to bring truth and enlightenment. But that was his hope, and how to bring those two worlds together, and in honor. But he's I feel like he was really a four runner in this.
I think the reason that comes up is because I think he still feels guilty about it. I feel like he's still trying to make up for that fact because he was so wrong. I feel like he feels like I was so, I should have been so proud. I should have been so, I should have defended my ancestors, I feel like he feels some guilt there for early on feeling like, I don't like this. My life would be easier if I could just be this guy and not have to have all of this, such a deeply entrenched heritage. It would just be easier if I didn't have that, it's a lot of responsibility. And as a younger man, he didn't like it. And I think now he really is trying to make up for that. He really feels badly for having felt that way at one time. And someone just said that he does mentor. That's what I felt like he was even mentoring young men to be like, don't be like I was, because this is this culture is the best culture and I love it and you should love it. It's like he's trying to have other young men not fall into that trap of, it would be easier if I was just a white guy,
It's like, he did the best he could to try to, in the times, and to try to bring light and honor his heritage, but it didn't work well. We've seen the narrative that,
right.
And so, I'm hoping, my hopes for him, and I'm going to check on this right now, is that they are able to bring some of the true narrative to the screen and have him be a part of that. That would be so cool, right?
Yeah.
To give him that platform.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a bridge. He was a bridge, you guys. That's for sure. He was a bridge. And now he's mentoring, and that was that 3 of Pentacles that came in that mentorship that you just said. The cards also back that up, Kim.
What's that?
The cards backed up that mentorship.
Backed it up. Yeah, that's always like such a relief to me when the cards like, yep. There's also something about, I feel like either, I don't know if this has happened or if it's going to happen, but it's something about he either has been or is now or he will be part of a documentary, because I feel like they're going into, it's something about poverty. It feels like poverty, like in the tribes or something.
So you're reading my cards again, Kim.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. Okay. I love when I do that. But it does feel like that. It's like it's like, feels like a documentary. It feels like something about the state of tribes or the state of poverty in that community or something like that. But it's just like bringing awareness.
Yes, certainly is bringing that awareness. And he has a vision for something like a documentary.
Right.
He is not done. He is definitely working on that.
He's definitely.
And we need to, you guys, he doesn't know if it's going to play out. So that's a challenge for him. Are his people going to back him? Is the world going to back this? You know what I mean? So it's like, that's where he's lacking. So you guys, all of us together, we're 145 of us right now. Let's send him some love and light and more foresight so he can see his vision and know that it's going to carry through, because he's determined to make this happen. Okay. So I'm determined for him to make it happen. I want to watch it. The world needs to see this.
We're, so many of the people we looked at tonight, they all kind of either, had a mission, like early on, or something spurred them on to have a mission later in life. And yeah, it's so clear that we all come in with some kind of purpose, and we just really do need to hook in and find it. And sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's there. I mean, he was always Cherokee, but it wasn't till later that he really kind of dug in and really got involved, in
Yeah,
his
I think what happened was, because when he was younger, he only spoke Cherokee. That's what you know what I mean? But when he was placed in this world, he saw the challenge of that, of trying to, again, bridge that, honor this, but live this. It didn't, none of it made sense. And he was kind of thrown into it. And again, I think, I hope that he learns that I hope he surrenders that, because he did the best he could with what was given to him. And now he has this platform to bring the truth in. So you're right. Like, now he's in this place where he is in that position to bring the truth of the true narrative, the true story.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, Mims. Yeah. It's like, they showed me the 5 of Wands. This is a big battle within himself that he is wrestling with.
Right.
We all have things in our life we think we could have done better, but this is a big one for him.
Yeah.
He wrestles with it. He needs to let go of some of the shame that he feels with it as well. So, but we will send him love.
Yeah.
Love conquers all. Yeah, write letters to him for sure. That's a great idea, Chris.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was our last one.
Well, that was fun.
It was. It went fast. And so
we've done this in a long time.
And I don't know about you, because you're in the morning over there. You're what? It's 1:30 in the morning now.
Yeah. It's I'm a night owl though, so it's way better late at night than early in the morning for me.
Okay, we're getting up at 8 a.m. to do this tomorrow morning.
Exactly. So.
Well, me too, Kim. I'm same way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how you guys do that. So.
Oh gosh, no, that's fun. And I'm going to be on Pacific time for 3 weeks, so I'm going to be doing those early morning.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, that's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. This was quite an interesting reading the stars night. I feel like there's a lot of message in here, a lot of depth, and some different areas than we usually go, and some links here as well. Interesting. I feel like that is incredible. Love it.
Really cool.
I kind of feel like I went to church.
Those were all great. Yeah, those are all really, really good and interesting people tonight, though. Thanks everybody for
thank you for
helping us do this.
Those recommendations, and thank you, Lucienne, for keeping the list, and to all the moderators and keeping everybody going and everything, and all your patience with all my wording. It is as it is.
It's hard though. I think when you're getting messages and you're seeing things and you know what you want to say, but you still have to, and then you kind of have to try to download everything and put it out in a way that people understand. It can be a juggling act sometimes.
It's a little tricky, guys. So blessings to you all. Have a safe weekend. And until next time, please take care of yourselves, and big hugs from us.
Big hugs.
Bye, you guys. Bye, all. All right.